Hello everyone. Welcome. I think we're starting to share the screen now. Woo, okay. Let me just adjust myself. Yeah, it's a bit hectic. I know I promised I've been doing some embroidery videos, right, on this channel. Let me just, yeah, we have Affinity opened up. Before I go into, I'm clicking file, new, and then I already have a template for this project that we're doing. So I'm just going to select it. It's the one that I use for fabric, and it's 15 by 15 centimeters. So I'm just going to open that up, and then we're going to have a chat. So yeah, I've been working on this project to do embroidering, what is it called? Tablecloths. And the project is really lacking, I know. So I just had to come on here and do another video for you guys, showing you how I doodle in Affinity. And yeah, that's because my schedule is really packed. Today's a holiday in South Africa, but I am still actually working. Yeah, I can't, right now, I'm not able to even afford taking a break because that might mean that my projects are behind schedule. So I just have to do what I have to and catch up with everything. So that's why there hasn't been any new videos. So I'm just here to film this video for you guys. This is me showing you how to doodle in Affinity. Usually I prefer doodling on paper, and I have a course available where I show you how to design in Affinity. I will leave it linked down below. So that course will teach you everything from the start of how to create your mood board, how to choose your colors, and do a perfect repeat pattern, because here we are going to be designing a repeat pattern, but this is not necessarily for a fabric. It's just a doodle, it's just to take a break from, doodling is just to help your creativity, to help you take a break. So the first thing that I'm going to do, I'm not going to take you through all the tools in Affinity. If you want to do that, it's in the course as well, available, linked down below. So the first thing I'm going to take you through is this here. I'm going to select the rounded tool. Okay. There's so many shapes here, and you can do a lot with these shapes. For example, even the tear tool, the cog tool, you can make florals from that. I explained that in my course as well. But today we're going to select the rounded tool. So it's just a simple doodle with triangles and lines. So rectangles and lines. So I'm going to select the rectangle tool, and then I'm just going to make it. So I follow the width, Control Z to undo. So I follow the width of here, like my ruler here. So if I want to make it 1 centimeter, I follow that width, and I just drag on the side and I zoom out to make sure that I've got the right measurements, right? And I drag on the keys, because there's a way to drag at the bottom here and at the corners here. Yeah, you can see my mouse moving. So say I want to make it 2 centimeters, I am just going to drag that shape tool, and there we go. And I want to make it 2 by 2 centimeters, so I'm going to make sure that it's within those lines of the ruler as well. Sometimes it might go off a bit and you'll have to adjust it, but you can see the measurements there, they're changing, right? And you just have to bring it as close as possible. It's 2 by 2 or 1 by 2 right now, but I can still change it with this navigation tool here. Yeah. So here where it says width, where it says height, you can just go back and type in 2 centimeters. And there you go. It's a perfect shape. So for this rectangle tool that I'm using, the rounded rectangle, I'm going to put in no fill, right? That means there's going to be no fill color. And then for the stroke, I'm going to be using, I'm going to change it to 2 centimeters, to 2 points. Okay. And there we go, all set up. And then I'm going to zoom out again just to look at that rectangle from a different perspective and pull it in a bit into the square a bit more. And then to draw lines, there is not really a line tool, but you can use this one that looks like a pen. It's actually called a pen tool. And you can put in from one corner to the next, right? And that makes your line. Same, no, I don't want that. So I'm just gonna go back to this tool and Control C, Control V, duplicate. And I'm basically going to continue duplicating. You can also press Control J until I've filled out this shape. Okay. Same goes for here. Just has to make sure that the lines are in the box here. Okay. Let's see. Just selecting outside the box, and then I'm going to Control J this time just to show you how Control J works. And then fill it in here. Select this one here, Control J, and drag it that side. I could leave it like this, but I want to add a few more. So I'm going to Control J, this one that's selected. Now, sometimes you might notice that it goes outside of the line because you're copying and duplicating. So you just drag it down and bring it inside the square. And then I'm going to drag this and drag this one so that it fills in the square as well. So a bit of space here. There we go. And I think that's enough. I'm going to Control C now, just to make sure it doesn't go outside the lines, and drag it here. And an issue. Oh, Control Z. It's not working, so. Sorry about that. So let me use this one here, Control J, and just bring it in again into the shape. And that's basically the first repeat pattern or design that we have here. And you can obviously Control A, select all of it, and you can group it if you want to. To group it, you just go here and you select Control G, or you click Control G, or you just right click it and press group. Okay, for now I did right click it, but you can just select the whole tab, okay, and then Control G again, and that's going to ungroup it. Okay, Control Shift G, sorry about that, Control Shift G. Okay, I've selected it all, and then Control Shift G, that ungroups the whole group. And if it doesn't work, just go here and click ungroup. It's going to do the same thing. Control Z, I'm back. So in this repeat pattern, I'm going to just use this same black and white, and I'm going to repeat this design for the rest of the pattern. So here it's very simple. Control J, and you can rotate, which I'm going to show you now. You just go up here. There we go. My screen share was in the way here. So you can rotate this. Say you want to select this particular piece here, this particular group. Okay, this is the first group. This is the second group. And you want to flip it or rotate it, you can do that. That just adds some texture, some design to the overall design. So I can rotate it like this, and it's obviously changed. And there's so many options to flip here. You can flip horizontal, flip vertical, rotate counterclockwise, rotate clockwise, and it just adds some depth to the design. So that's what I've done here. And then basically it's the same process. Control J. And then the last one here, I'm just going to select one. Oops. selecting Control J, and there we go. Now I want to fill out this box here. So what I can do is just select all of it, Control A again, and zoom out a bit more. As I mentioned, this is not a perfect repeating pattern type of a situation. Yeah, so it's not really necessary to do that, but you can do that if you want to. I want to fill it out a bit more, so I'm just going to select Control A and center it. Okay, and then you see it's 2 by 14 now, so it's filling out 14 centimeters. And then just like I've been doing, I'm going to select all and then Control J, drag it down. And what I can do here is maybe flip horizontal, and that's going to change the flip horizontal, flip vertical, and that's going to change the way, the feel and the look of the pattern again. And then select all this and Control J, drag it down. Okay, and then keep repeating that. And there's a way that that tool actually works, which is, as you can see, this pattern is looking really nice. And then I'm just going to drag to the side here, zoom out, because I want to select the top here, the top button. There we go. Control C. You can do Control J, it's just that the dragging becomes an issue sometimes here. Control J, and then drag that to the bottom just to fill out the shape completely. And there we go. And you probably saw, like when we were working, you could add some more layers to this design by simply, let me just Control A here so I can move some things up. Yeah, so I can just move this a little bit like that. So you might have noticed that when I selected all the shapes, like what I'm about to do here, this selection is one of the harder things here in Affinity, but you kind of have to, you get used to it as time goes by and you start figuring out how to use it better. So if I did Control J and then I dragged down, you can see another core pattern has been created here. So if I wanted to, I could use that pattern and keep copying that pattern over and over. I think I like how this looks. It's just adding more layer and it's a doodle. So basically, guys, that's how you doodle in Affinity. There's so many shapes you can create, but this is just a basic like shapes that I was creating for you guys. And yeah, to save, you just go on File, Save As, and then you export it wherever you want to or wherever you need to. That's saving it as an Affinity file. If you want to export it now, you go to File, Export. Yeah, so that's today's very minuscule class, but I just had to share something with you guys for this for today, because I haven't been sharing a lot of videos. It's been really hectic. Yeah, I will see you in the next one, and I hope you guys enjoyed this. If you'd like to see more videos of how I design in Affinity, link in bio. There is a class that I teach on creating repeat pattern, surface pattern designs in Affinity, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.